Um, I think I just hex and go for the kill. No, that was such a bad idea. Oh, my life. Hello. Upon seeing me here, you might have a few questions. What am I doing here? Where is here? Can it be any less windy? Thank you. What are these things? Who is this lovely woman? Don't worry, all will be answered in due time. I go by the name of Juice Makes Oranges, and I recently attempted a hardcore Nuzlocke run of one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time, Pokemon White 2. For those that don't know, let me catch you up. This world is widely inhabited by mysterious creatures called Pokemon. They can be found pretty much everywhere, and each is special in its own unique way. People called trainers raise Pokemon and have them compete against other trainers in battles. In Pokemon White 2, there are 17 different elemental types of Pokemon, and each type has its own strengths and weaknesses in battle. For example, water douses fire, fire roasts grass, and grass dries out water. Basically, a huge game of rock, paper, scissors. Pokemon trainers can take on the Gym Challenge, where they have to defeat the 8 gym leaders to obtain badges. Once you have all 8 badges, you can take on the strongest trainers in the region, the Elite Four and the Champion. Once you defeat the Champion, you become the Champion yourself. For this game, I am also playing with Nuzlocke rules, which is a special set of rules designed to make your quest to become champion even more challenging. You can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter in each location. If a Pokemon faints, it's considered dead and you can't use it for the rest of the run, and you can't use items in battle or level your Pokemon higher than the next gym leader's final Pokemon. Once you become the champion, you've successfully beaten the challenge, but if you lose any fight along the way, you'll have to start over from the very beginning. So, with all this exposition in mind, I begin my run and pick Oshawott as my starter Pokemon. Another common Nuzlocke rule is that you must nickname your Pokemon, usually according to some type of theme. My friends in chat decided on the obscure theme of places in the Midwest United States for whatever reason, so Oshawott becomes Oshawottawa. I mash the A button through the tutorial section and start adding new Pokemon to my team, Patrat, Sewaddle, and Azurill. Soon enough, we make it to the first gym, the normal type gym headed by Sharon. This is where an additional self-imposed rule comes into play. I decide that for each gym fight, I must only bring the same amount of Pokemon as they are. Sharon, for example, fights with only 2 Pokemon, so for our battle I bring my Oshawott and my Sewaddle. Oshawott uses Focus Energy to raise its critical hit rate, and since critical hits deal double damage, 2 crits with Water Gun give me an insurmountable lead, and we earn our first gym badge. Next up, we travel to Verbank City to take on Roxy, the Poison-type gym leader. This fight is also pretty simple, thanks to my newly evolved Azumarill, who had a field day spamming the move return to KO both of Roxy's Pokemon. Azurill evolves into Marill with high friendship before evolving into Azumarill, and return deals damage based on how high your Pokemon's friendship is. Azumarill also has the ability Huge Power, which doubles its attack stat. Huge Power, super friendly return proves way too much for Roxy to handle, and we obtain badge number 2 without breaking a sweat. The third gym leader, Berg, actually looks to be a pretty interesting fight. My encounters for this gym could have been much better, as I ended up encountering none of the early game flying or fire type Pokemon that would normally allow me to breeze through this gym. I hope for a Zubat in Castelia Sewers to evolve into the powerful Crobat, but I get a Grimer instead. Instead of a Pidove in Castelia City, I get a Rattata. No! This Rattata could be useful with the ability Guts, where you can preemptively give it a status condition to make its attacks do 50% more damage for free, but it doesn't have Guts. What do we have? Bold Runaway Rattata. This is going crazy. And its nature is bold, which lowers attack in favor of defense. In short, I have found what we in the business call a bottom percent Rattata. Instead of the dangerous Darumaka on Route 4, I find a timid Sandile, who like Rattata has a lower than normal attack stat due to its nature. So, I had to explore alternative means to take Berg's Pokemon down, especially his Leavanny, who can restore its health with its held Citrus Berry. The fight starts with his Swadloon against my own Leavanny, now fully evolved from Sewaddle. Leavanny is mommy, only because it evolves from Swadloon, not any other reason, and easily defeats Berg's first Pokemon. This is when we start getting quirky. He then sends in Dwebble, so I switch to Azumarill and use Charm to lower Dwebble's attack all the way to -6. Dwebble's now pitiful attack allows my third team member, Grimer, to come in and set up with Minimize to raise its evasion, making opposing attacks more likely to miss and not deal damage. After raising its evasion all the way, it KOs Dwebble and faces the ace, Leaveney. Since Grimer's the only Pokemon I have that can resist both Bug and Grass-type attacks, my plan is to use Sludge, pray for Poison procs and evasion misses, and eventually stall it to death, a strategy as openly toxic as Grimer itself. The 30% chance to poison activates the first time, just like we drew it up, and we managed to dodge enough hits to whittle his HP down to 0 without any casualties. Ooh, that sucked. GG's Berg. Wow. With Gym Badge 3 in hand, we progress to the 4th gym, with a mixed bag of encounters. We pick up Dwebble in Desert Resort, and I try to get a Solosis on Route 16 and Route 5, because not only did I not get to use him during my childhood runs of Black and Black 2, he is freaking adorable. Please, Poppy, let me get a sweet little Solosis. That's literally fucking garbage. That is literally garbage. I settle for Trubbish and Lightbird instead. Please, for the love of God, if it's a Lightbird, I'm gonna curse. Fucking Christ. God shit. Damn it. Fuck ass. Cut my losses and head for the Nimbasa gym. I hate this thing. Although I hated on my Timid Crocodile before, it puts in a serious amount of work in this fight, securing KOs on both Elisa's Flaffy and Zebstrika, and chipping down Emolga's health enough for Grimer to clean up and secure me my next gym badge. After 4 gyms and absolutely 0 deaths, I'm left wondering where the challenge is. Like the Emolga and the Flaffy I just faced only had 3 moves apiece. This can't be all this game has to offer, right? Luckily, or unluckily for me, this game does offer more, with a challenge mode I can enable. Not only are opposing Pokemon's levels higher, but the trainer AI and team composition are much stronger than normal mode. I make the switch to challenge mode, and I kick it off in the only way I know how. Throwing away 2 great Pokemon. Oh shit. Oh my god. I lose Dwebble and Electabuzz, marking the first deaths of the run. Holy shit. Why didn't I get hurt here? Oh my god. Well, we have lost 2 Pokemon. At this time, I'd like to introduce the throw counter to the screen, which will tally how many times in this run I egregiously smooth-brained a decision, with these deaths being the inaugural 2. I placed them in their final resting place, the PC box, which I could only title the Graveyard due to the character limit. Graveyard. Luckily, these deaths didn't immediately affect my chances for the 5th gym leader, Clay, who specializes in ground types. 5th gym battle! Alright. First gym battle of challenge mode too, so hopefully I don't blow. But we'll see. I lead with Swanna to use Rain Dance, which will not only boost my water type attacks, but also get rid of any sandstorm his Krokorok might set up. From there, we just use Bubble Beam until Clay surrenders, earning us an easy 5th gym badge. As usual, we explore the new areas and get our new encounters. Bulldor, Axew, not Yamask! You asshole. Oh my god, it fucking cursed itself. Joltik, oh my god, it's over. And Zebstrika. Oh shit! I just got outplayed by Zebstrika. Fuck this Zebstrika, I want to kill it now. This thing blows. These all end up being super important on the way to the Mistralton gym. Skyla, leader number 6, specializes in flying types, and her battle was a turning point in the run. I'm really beginning to feel the strain of the Nuzlocke, where the encounters I'd gotten and the Pokemon I lost along the way meant I wasn't guaranteed a swift and easy victory. I hopped on a call with my friends to mess around on stream, and they helped push me through this leg of the game. Galvantula still carries this fight anyway, so I'm fine as long as he's What? You said pass Jeremy, let Galvantula die? Is he fucking idiot? This is why I didn't want to send out. This is why I didn't want to send out Galvantula.
Wait,
this is why I didn't want to send out Galvantula.
Oh, did Galvantula die?
Galvantula got crit flame burst.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Jeremy.
Tanner?
Why the fuck did you send out Galvantula?
Because it was the only thing that wouldn't kill it.
I figured it was the only thing that wouldn't kill it.
Why did I listen to Tanner for advice? That's on me, actually. I'm now forced to settle for the next best option, Zebstrika, which sucks, and I hate it, and it absolutely pales in comparison to the majesty of the Galvantula I had just lost. Right before fighting Skyla, my friends and I got to talking about our childhoods in terms of 2000s animated movies, most of all robots. And you can't mention robots without mentioning the main character, Aunt Fanny, who quickly found herself on my overlay to guide me to victory in the looming gym battle. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Absolutely.
Got it. Let's go, boys. Wait for it.
She ends up being an appropriate muse for this fight, as I make a colossal ass of myself the whole way through. First, I find out that not only is Suibat faster than my lead Zebstrika, but Swanna is too. Easiest
Okay.
spark of my life. Are you fucking—
Is it dead?
Zebstrika blows. Blows.
That's hilarious.
It blows
How is
so
it
hard.
faster?
Turns out, Zebstrika's brave nature lowered its speed just enough for Swanna to outspeed and get the KO. So my main counter to this team goes down, and my hatred for Zebstrika goes up. I send in Fracture to have it use Dragon Dance to outspeed and KO right back. This kills. Bro, it's faster! Bro, it's faster. Alright. And it crits for no reason. Alright, guys. This is where it ends. Boldor manages to get rid of Skyla's one potion and get some more damage on Swanna before succumbing to Surf and Air Slash. Oh, okay. Zoroark manages to pick off Swanna but gets instantly walled by Skarmory, who 2-hit KOs with X-Scissor. I'll let past Jeremy and friends take it away for the rest of the fight. Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
Damn, he did it.
I still have Sigilif.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but you're gonna win no matter what, pretty much. There's no way you lose, but you can still.
I can
lose.
lose.
This Pokemon.
I can lose.
No, you can't.
Let him
Just
cook.
freaking pull out your Crocodile and just do fucking bite or something.
Okay.
Shame, shame.
Intimidate means nothing to this Pokemon. I...
Dude, that actually sucks.
Alright, gentlemen.
Wait, you're not using items, right?
It had no items. It had Fanny we trust. One turn of sleep. Air Cutter blows. Air Cutter blows. No crit. No crit on Air Cutter.
I'll play.
Okay. Ooh!
Okay.
This one hit kills. It's
Wow.
timid, but it one hit kills, right? This is the difference between timid crocodile and any other nature crocodile. It's fine. She doesn't heal again. She only has one potion, and I can
Just
Aqua Jet
fucking use
anyway.
Sponge.
That sucked so much ass! After scraping by with the jet badge, I realized something else. In case that entire fight wasn't enough throwing for you, I found a new way to throw even more. Did you catch it? I accidentally brought 6 Pokemon to a gym fight with only 4 opposing Pokemon, disobeying the additional rule I had set for myself. I mean, technically it wasn't really that bad since I was never going to bring Fracture anyway and it died without doing anything, and Crocodile would have easily replaced Zoroark whenever it was sent out, but I still messed up. With everything considered, my friends who had been watching decided an appropriate penalty was sacking one Pokemon from my new team. I load up the Wheel of Death, and Amoonguss is chosen as its victim. This would have been a great defensive Pokemon for almost every major fight here on out, and it's a shame a really preventable mistake prevented me from using Amoonguss to its fullest potential. At least the wheel didn't pick Reuniclus, the final form of Solosis that I finally can have, and he's fucking dead too. No! Fuck! After these huge blows to both my team and my morale, I realized I had to plan a little more, especially with the next gym just ahead. Drayden, the Dragon-type leader, is probably the most difficult gym leader in this game, and coming up with any strategy short of sacrificing half your team is really tough. Dragon-types only have 2 weaknesses, Dragon and Ice, and exploiting those weaknesses is a challenge in itself. In terms of counters, we have no counters. I don't even have any Ice types, and I can't get the TM for all reliable Ice Beam until after the 8th gym, so I'd have to rely on the 70% accurate Blizzard if I wanted any super effective damage. Drayden's Pokemon also sport Dragon Tail, a dangerous move that both deals damage and knocks your Pokemon off the field to switch in a new, random Pokemon. That means that if I try to use any setup moves, his Pokemon will just remove all the stat changes I'd accrued. Moreover, Drayden's Haxorus has Dragon Dance, a move that raises both its attack and speed. If it gets one of those off, it will be able to outspeed and KO everything on my team. Eventually, after researching everything from stats and move pools, to damage calcs, to how opposing trainers decide which Pokemon to send in next, I found a strategy. The strategy. One plan that would get me through cleanly, involving setting up Hail so that Samurott can sweep with now perfectly accurate Blizzards. The only problem is, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my fucking god. It fucking died. Samurott fucking died. While battling a gym trader, Samurott died. I was already anxious enough for this fight, but this put me over the edge. Oshawott, the OG, the day one, the key to this impending gym fight, suddenly got knocked straight to the graveyard. I truly thought I was done for. I frantically went back to my boxes and thankfully saw another potential option to slot right into the strategy, Jellicent. It wouldn't be as clean of a sweep, but it could still work, and help keep the run that Oshawott started alive. If anything doesn't go to plan, I'm fucked. The fight with Drayden starts off with my Garbodor against Stratagun. Garbodor's goal is to stay on the field long enough to set up Toxic Spikes, as well as poison the Stratagun, so that Gliscor can come in and KO. The goal is to have Gliscor on the field when Druddigan is knocked out, so that he will send out Altaria next. Swanna can then switch in and set up Hail without taking much damage. Druddigan has different plans and uses Dragon Tail, knocking Jellicent onto the field instead. This is so bad. This is horrible. This is not good for my team. Jellicent uses Hex, which is easily another throw for a reason past Jeremy will get into in a second. No, that was such a bad idea because now it sees a kill with Haxorus. Oh my god, just kidding. Alright, I have time to reset this. Oh, fuck my life. You can't be fucked. Holy shit. But Druddigan's Crunch almost knocks out the centerpiece of my strategy. I managed to switch in Gliscor as Druddigan dies to poison damage, and Drayden sends out Altaria. Okay, this is... Okay, sends out Altaria. Holy shit. Because if Jellicent had killed with Hex, basically how the switching AI works is it sees the most powerful move in terms of base power, ignoring, like, stab, but including type advantages. So, Altaria has Fire Blast, which is under 20 base power, but if Jellicent had killed, the Haxorus has Shadow Claw, which doubled due to the type advantage, would have been more. Holy god. So, after all that, somehow the strategy is still on track. Swanna successfully sets up Hail, but I can't hard switch Jellicent in due to the damage it took earlier. So, now I have to sacrifice Swanna in order to get Jellicent in. RIP Swanna, your contribution will not be forgotten. Now, Jellicent is sent in and the sweep begins. Altaria and Flygon faint faster than you can say Choice Scarf Blizzard, and the final Pokemon, Haxorus, is sent in, getting poisoned from the Toxic Spikes. The plan was for this poison to finish it off eventually if this upcoming Blizzard didn't, since Blizzard isn't a guaranteed 1 KO on Haxorus, but the way this plan is gone, Haxorus could destroy the rest of my team before that happens. It crit. Oh my god. But you don't need a high roll when you crit. Just like I planned it. Thankfully, the final gym battle with Marlin was much easier to navigate than Drayden's fight, and much easier on my blood pressure. With the pairing of Leavanny and our newly acquired Electros, we easily tear through Marlin's water types, even if I can't help but try to get Leavanny killed in the process. That's why I don't do that. Holy fucking shit. With our final gym badge in hand, the team quickly defeats White Kyurem, sends those Team Plasma people packing for good, and listens to national anthems on the way to the Pokemon League. The final barrier to Challenge Mode glory was now directly in front of me. I had to design a team of just 6 Pokemon to take down all 30 of my opponents, one by one. After an almost 4-hour planning session filled with encouraging messages, highlighting counts as reading, why don't... I did it. I had the strat. It was foolproof, each battle, down to an exact science. Before I knew it, the day of the attempt was here. I was dressed for the occasion, I had a large volume of emotional support chocolate milk at the ready, and I passed through the gate to take on the first member of the Elite Four, Chantal. She sends out Cofagrigus, who can cripple my physical attackers with a Will-O-Wisp burn. So my Gliscor taunts it to prevent any potential burns, and we go into Bisharp, who proceeds to set up with Swords Dance and Rock Polish. This allows Bisharp to outspeed and one-shot every Pokemon on her team with Night Slash, so we can just click Night Slash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and demolish Chantal without much struggle. Next is Caitlyn, who has 5 Psychic-type Pokemon. Unfortunately, it's not as simple as setting up and sweeping this time. Several of her Pokemon know Fighting-type moves, which deal 4 times as much damage to Bisharp, and she's packing Metagross, the dangerous ace who won't get knocked out in one shot by Bisharp anyway. So, we have to take advantage of Bisharp's crippling weakness to fighting and switch back and forth with Chandelure, who is immune to fighting-type attacks. For example, we knock out Musharna, but knocking out Reuniclus with Bisharp means death by Metagross. Reuniclus wants to use the fighting-type Focus Blast, so we switch to Chandelure, take 0 damage, and knock it out with Shadow Ball instead. Now, Sigilyph gets sent in and wants to use Shadow Ball, so I switch back to Bisharp, who is 4 times resistant to Shadow Ball, and knock it out with Night Slash. This is a common but really effective method of taking advantage of the AI to pivot your Pokemon to a better position. A few more pivots, and Caitlyn is defeated just as easily as Chantal was. Next up is Grimsley, who uses Dark types, which is exactly why I brought Mienshao. Mienshao clobbers his team with Wide Lens, which increases the accuracy of the powerful move Jump Kick to land perfectly accurate, super effective attacks on all of his Pokemon. It's almost too easy this time. Lightbard melts to this, Absol melts to this, and Bisharp melts to this. Oh my god, it has a Quick Claw. Are you the 20% chance for Quick Claw. So yeah, Bisharp is holding a Quick Claw, which has a 20% chance to activate and outspeed my Mienshao no matter how fast it is, picking up a knockout on a Pokemon crucial for this fight and the champion fight. And holy shit. Alright, here we go. 20% is a pretty big number, but I somehow passed over it during theory crafting and forgot it could activate. Big throw. Mienshao was like vital for Iris too. Oh my god. Alright. We bulldoze. That's insane, dude. I cannot believe that shit. No! Well, guys, there's the run. GG's. Oh my god. This is so cringe. He's gonna heal. You son of a bitch. If this thing gets another Quick Claw proc, the run's over. I don't even care. I'm... Oh my fucking Christ. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Gliscor outspeeds, and this is the only thing I can do to hit it super effectively. Oh my god. You cannot be fucking serious. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Alright. Nah, man. We're definitely gonna lose to Iris. We are definitely gonna lose to Iris. But... Oh my god. Yeah, we've so lost to Iris, but let's see. All F4 to save Troyvish. Nah, alright. Holy shit. Alright. Starmie cleans up easily. I'm pretty sure. It has Choice Scarf still. I think it does well. Oh my god. %4 chance. I was worried about the 1% chance. I should have been worried about the 4% chance. No! Alright. This is fucking insane. Oh my god, this is... Oh, thank you. After a ridiculous 0.8% chance to wipe out half my team, I managed to knock out Bisharp, but the damage is done. There's no way I can kill this thing now. Grimsley's Crocodile cleans up the rest of my team and ends my run. Reverse sweep. Nah. It's all over. GG's. God damn. Although my run ended just shy of the champion, I'm really glad that I did it. I started out not really knowing much about any of what I was doing. Planning out Pokemon encounters, safely maneuvering through tough fights, and even just streaming on Twitch were all still very new to me. And the Pokemon. I never would have guessed that a Garbodor with weak armor would have been on my final team, and it actually would have done something useful too. Every Pokemon can shine, and so many Pokemon that I wanted to use like Galvantula, Zoroark, and Reuniclus all perished before their time to do so, which is why I'll be starting a new run of this game soon, fully in challenge mode. I know a ton more about the game, and I'm pissed enough that I'll make sure to steamroll that fucking Quick Claw Bisharp and the rest of the Elite Four, and this time, I will take the title of champion. A huge thanks to everyone who watched the streams, my friends who helped with the run, and you for watching all the way until the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that usual YouTube stuff, and check me out on Twitch, where I'll be doing more ridiculous video game stuff. See you next time!